Wow, 31% of you got it right. 1789. Apparently by some technicality, it's why Georgetown's the second oldest university. Georgetown students like to believe that we are the oldest university, but everybody knows that Harvard University is the oldest university in the United States. So going on to the topic, I'll start with a quote. "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." I mean, we all hear about change. I mean, especially in the United States, Obama just thrives on change. But why is change so important? It's something that cannot be avoided. I mean, whether it be scientifically, evolution, or just change that we notice in our day-to-day lives. I mean, even a river that we step in is never the same when we return to it. So it's those who are able to adapt to these changes, bring it into their lives and accept it, that are the ones that generally succeed and the ones that generally prosper. I mean, everything that we see, technology, it's changed over the years. Everything has changed to accompany the changes that happen to us. I'll go into my tiny bit of biology background. So we learned about evolution in school, and there's both genetic evolution and there's cultural evolution. And in the past couple hundred years, approximately 1,000, for the human species, there hasn't been that much genetic evolution. Our genes haven't changed that much because we as a species are able to culturally evolve to suit our changing environment. And so you as medical professionals will see that you will see changes. Scientific discoveries will change the things that you know. I mean, what doctors knew 30 years ago versus what they know today is also different. And medicine has changed and technology has changed to accompany the things that we have noticed. So why is all of this important for communication? Communication is how you show empathy towards your patients. Compassion, show that you're reliable people. And it'll be the way that you present to them relatable reassurance. How you can reassure them in difficult situations, as all of you will face. So, communication is more than just a, hello, how are you? It's both verbal as well as just how you use your body. And there are cues that you can hear as well as cues that you can see. Communication happens in a number of ways. And communication will be the core of the way that you present the information that you have learned and the way that you deal with your patients. So what are the results of good communication? 21 studies were conducted, and of 16 of them, they showed a positive difference when there was good communication between the medical professional and the patient. From emotional health to symptom resolution to physiological measures, as well as adherence to therapy. All of these were simply because the doctor or the medical professional was able to communicate openly, freely, and well with their patient. But oftentimes, the distance between a doctor and a patient is quite far. Not physically, because you're sitting next to them most of the time, but the mental distance. I mean, funny, I chose to write that TSH levels are low. That's what the doctor's thinking. For the patient, oftentimes that may not make sense to them. I mean, I'm sitting here and Dr. Barney is presenting to you this case and all of you are nodding as if, yes, I understand what you're saying, and I have absolutely no idea what she's saying. And that's what patients are going to feel like sometimes if you rattle off to them information. It's easy to you because you spent years and years studying it. But these patients don't know, and in fact, they're coming to you for answers, not more questions. So, how do you reduce the distance? First, to find an answer, you have to have a problem. So there are 3 core problems faced by both sides. I mean, oftentimes you see your side because you know it, but as a patient, we also face these things. One of them is time. I know, especially in India, it's a big problem. Time. You don't have that much time to see each patient, and all of these patients are waiting lots and lots of hours to see you sometimes. And both sides know that time is an issue. How do you address that? There's the knowledge barrier. You know a lot, and sometimes the patient's not going to know a lot. I know for one that I don't know half the things that my doctor's telling me. Luckily, I have 2 doctor parents, so they know what to do. And last is societal position. Doctors are well respected in our society. You know that you hold a good name when you walk out and you say that, yes, I am a doctor or I'm in medical school. It's a good thing. It's looked upon really highly. And sometimes the patients that you're going to be seeing are not from that societal position. So these are all things that cause there to be a huge barrier, a huge distance between doctor and patients. So, this is a random question. I'm not sure why it came here. But, slight change in topic. How many stripes are there in the United States flag?